All right, got this little piece of log here. This is from a big maple I cut here a few years ago in the back. Generally keep a log or two around just for this or that. Smacking stuff, you know, using it to smack stuff, and like a little anvil, you know, something like that. Right now I'm just going to test this saw. Okay. Looks real good. See all those gigantic chips? Nice. Saw chain snaps back just fine. Got the looseness out of it. Put this back over here. That's the thing, you know, a log, you can always get another log, right? No big deal. So I always laugh at these guys say, I wore out my batoning on my knife because it has a saw back. Oh well. Cry some more. Get another baton. You know? That's what you gotta do. Anyway. You gotta get yourself a tree saw. This is a good one. I've used it extensively. This is a T435 Husqvarna XTorq. What I like about this model over the others is it's not square. It's teardrop shaped. And you know, what I like about that is that when I'm using it, if I need to lean out, okay, if I need to lean out to cut something, you know, it's not square. See? So I can lean down and out and whatever, it's out there. So it's powerful enough to get the job done. It's not underpowered, but it's not overpowered either. Meaning, you know, you can have too much power, in my opinion, for a tree saw like that. Okay, for an arborist, tree surgeon type work, right? You can have too big of a saw and too much power for single hand use. You know, get something that's got enough power, light enough that it's nimble in your hands. Okay, you can move it around. You're not getting tired. You're working all day long. You know, that sort of thing. All right. So Husqvarna and Stihl, the two best saws. I used to run a 019T. Now that's a 194. MS 194T, I think is what they call it now. But those two saws, and this saw has a 14-inch bar. You can get it with a 12-inch bar, you can get it with a 16-inch bar, but I think that the 14 is a good size bar. It's in between the two. I had a 12-inch bar on my Stihl saw when I was using that one in the tree, and the 12-inch bar just seemed just a little tad short. You know, the 14-inch bar is pretty good. I think a 16-inch bar, then you're giving up some of your power and torque, trying to run a little bit longer bar for, you know, a smaller saw like this. But don't get me wrong, this saw has plenty of power. You saw it cut right through that log like nothing, you know, no problem. And that's the thing. is you don't have to push when you got a sharp chain, guys. You know, you don't have to worry about flipping your bars if you're not abusing your chainsaw, okay, by pushing and causing undue wear on your bar. Then you don't have to flip your chainsaw bars, right? I don't flip my chainsaw bars, and I don't have any uneven wear. So this that you see is just paint that has been removed from me doing an undercut and then doing the final cut right there. That's what you see there. It is not caused from undue pressure. Well, that's about it. Get this saw back to work. And anyway, like I said, this Husqvarna T435, okay, Husqvarna T435, and take a look at that Stihl MS 194T. That's what, you know, basically is a 019, an old 019. That's what I had. But that's basically a modern version of that. Take a look at those saws. Good saws. Catch you later.